Hi there, I'm Dr. Black from Redline Dental, and we're so sorry to hear about this unfortunate and unfair situation with Smile Direct Club closing unexpectedly. So we are here to help. We really want to get people like you taken care of and try and help you either finish or get started, in some cases straightening their teeth, or get you into retainers so that you can keep that straighter smile that you paid for already. For a limited time only, we are partnering with Invisalign to allow us to bring you Invisalign treatment or Vivera retainers for a fraction of our normal fee. These prices won't be around long. We want to make sure that you get taken care of. So please take advantage of this while it lasts. But before you choose to say yes, we want to make sure that we're the right office for you. So we're going to talk today a little bit about what's the same from what you experienced with Smile Direct Club and what's different. So some of the similarities is at that initial, to start things off, we need some records. Now, this also brings us to an immediate difference. Instead of having you take impressions on yourself, we have you come into our office. So we do have a physical location and we do want to see you here. What that allows us to do is, instead of having impressions that have goop that you've got to stick in your mouth, we can just take a scan with our 3D scanner. So we use the Invisalign iTero scanner, and this one takes 4,000 pictures a second, and you can see very quickly we make a 3D model of your teeth digitally without having to have any goop in your mouth. So for most patients, this is significantly more comfortable than the experience of taking impressions. Obviously, I'm just doing this on a model, so it's not quite the same as when it's in your mouth, but it's still very, very comfortable. It's also very fast. You can see this only takes moments for us to do. So the other records that we take at that initial appointment are some photographs, because not only do we want the teeth to be straight, but we want them to be in the right place for your smile. If they're straight and then you smile and they doesn't look good, we haven't really done our job very well, have we? So the other thing, and then the final thing that we take that is a little bit different, is that we take an x-ray that goes around your whole head. It's called a panoramic x-ray. And the purpose of it is just to check for anything major. This is not the same set of x-rays. It's one of the x-rays we take for our normal new patients, but this is not as detailed an evaluation. We're just making sure that you're not going to have any major issues with Invisalign treatment. This was one of the things that kind of got Smile Direct Club into trouble, was that they didn't have x-rays to work off of. So if something was going on that wasn't visible on the physical impression you sent them, they wouldn't know about it. So if you had bone loss, for example, or say a tooth that hadn't erupted and was in the way, doesn't matter how much they move the teeth to try and close a gap. If there's a tooth under the gums that's blocking it, it's never going to close. So we do rely on having that x-ray. So here you can see we took that model very quickly and very easily. The other nice thing about using the Invisalign scanner is that we can actually do a simulation within just a few minutes. We can do both a smile simulation as well as a tooth movement, before and after simulation. Now, I can't do the smile simulation with this because they're just models and I don't have a real person to smile for me, but we can very quickly actually show you what's possible with Invisalign, so you have a clear idea of what the outcomes are going to look like that same day, which is tremendous. Now, because we know that a lot of people were drawn to Smile Direct Club because of the convenience of not having to go into a physical location, we do also have the Invisalign lens, which allows us to monitor your wear remotely and helps us keep track of things. So if it's important to you to minimize visits, we do have ways for us to check in on your progress virtually, and then you can come into the office less frequently as a result. Similarly, also to Smile Direct Club is the material. So it's going to be very similar if you already got trays to what you've experienced. It's a thin, flexible, clear plastic. However, it's not actually the same. Invisalign has a proprietary material that moves the teeth faster than any other material on the market. As you can see, we can use the Invisalign, or we can use the iTero scanner to evaluate a lot of different things, including how your bite looks right now. So this is a bite map showing what things look like. We can also then go immediately to an outcome simulator to show you before and afters. The other major differences between Invisalign and your experience with Smile Direct Club are twofold. One is that we do also place attachments on the teeth, and you might be able to see them here, but they blend in very well with the teeth. They're very subtle. They're tooth-colored, bonded material. So most people who aren't in dentistry are never going to even notice that they're on your teeth. This is kind of the equivalent of the bracket and wires in traditional dentistry or traditional orthodontics. It allows us to have more controlled movement on the teeth. It allows us to do movements that otherwise wouldn't be possible or wouldn't be predictable. And thanks to the attachments, we can do those movements or do them much more easily. Additionally, one of the benefits of partnering with Invisalign is that they have been in this space longer than anybody else. They have more data than anybody. They've seen more before and afters. So the attachments that they have are proprietary that allow them to more precisely, more predictably, and faster move the teeth. And so here, this model is pretty straight, so you're not going to see a big difference, but you can actually see the before and after. So we'll be able to show you that at the same appointment when you come in, which is pretty incredible. Again, if I have a photo, I can actually show you what the smile will look like before and after as well, so you have an idea of that. That brings me to the other major difference between us and working with a company like Smile Direct Club or even an orthodontist, which is that we're a restorative practice. So if your teeth have been crooked for a long time, we will call that a misalignment in dentistry. And I always like to talk about this like a car. If you've been driving on your car and it's out of alignment for a long period of time, you're going to get uneven wear. And the same thing happens with our teeth. If your teeth have been crooked and you've worn on them, then you will have worn the edges unevenly. So if we straighten the teeth out, suddenly those uneven edges become more apparent, or they might. We can actually show you that here before we start so you know what to expect. And if we think that's going to be a problem, we can talk about ways that we can address that, whether that's just smoothing off an edge or adding back the worn material. That can be done with bonding or veneers, or in some cases, more involved treatment depending on the structure of the teeth. So those are all discussions that we have with you up front so you know what to expect. However, if you just want the teeth straight, which is what you would have gotten with Smile Direct Club, we can still do that for you. But we want you to know upfront exactly what to expect. So all of that, the photos, the scan, the pan, the discussion, the evaluation to make sure you're a good candidate, all of that we do at a free consultation appointment, 100% free. We just want to make sure that you're a good fit. We don't want you to obligate you financially to something that isn't going to work out for you. Then we're able to offer up to, depending on the level of treatment needed, up to $2,000 off our normal fees in order to help you get to treatment. So I've never been able to, and will, I'm confident in saying this, never be able to offer again such low fees for Invisalign treatment. We really want to help people out. This is an awful situation that you're in. We don't want you to be left here. We don't want you to be stranded. So if that's you or it's someone you know, please contact our office. You can click on the link to schedule or request a consultation appointment, or you can just give our office a call at 717-246-1085. Again, I'm Dr. Black from Redline Dental. We really want to help you out. Please contact us so we can get you taken care of. Thank you.